had sex with her body, then wrapped her in a blanket in the bedroom and took off with her credit cards.
Lock that fucking moon cricket thug. Any man with a picture like this, bro, that nigga already bald. He already hate his life, bro. The dangerous world of Tinder criminals. Let me see some. Excuse me.
In 2022, online dating apps have completely taken over and are actually one of the top ways couples meet.
The niggas use Bumble. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, Tinder, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Unless you okay, look. Tinder is literally made for like a woman, bro. Cause if you a male who's not like a above an 8, bro, you're not getting like solid matches, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like this one segment I did on stream, bro. Gutters, just straight gutters.
Meet each other. However, not everything goes as planned.
And it's like, for men, bro, it's gonna be so long, but for women, bro, you can make it kind of like same day and like within the same day, like fucking 5 matches. It's crazy as fuck. It's due to inflation, bro.
Sadly, there have been many extreme cases when meeting people online, and Tinder will be our main focus today. In this video, we'll be talking about the dangerous world of Tinder criminals. If you guys want to see the other videos in this series, make sure to check out the playlist at the top right after this video. And please make sure to remain safe when meeting someone from the internet. I hope this video raises awareness. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. If you guys watch my videos and you don't have a plate of food in front of you, that's mad disrespectful. If you're gonna watch
this an ad? Ad of Doom? Yup.
Thing is suitable for advertisers. Okay, let's get straight into the video.
Let's go. Pre-snipe.
Noel Drayton. In 2018,
not the black brother.
Noel Drayton would use dating apps such as Tinder and Plenty of Fish in order to lure women into uncomfortable situations. And
double wear like Corey in the house. I ain't gonna lie.
Drayton, who lived in New Haven, Connecticut, murdered 29-year-old Samantha Stewart after they went back to her home on July 16th after meeting on Tinder. Samantha was a nurse and seemed to be a very happy and
what is she?
Normal girl. Not
many of the
details of this case are public. I don't know why, but I'll tell you what I've read. Before the murder of Samantha, Drayton had already been committing crimes through the app, specifically charges of an attempted murder of a woman he shared a ride with, and choking and R-wording another woman that he Tinder. Now back to Samantha. After killing her, Drayton allegedly had sex with her body, then wrapped her in a blanket in the bedroom and took off with her credit cards.
That nigga put up Jeffrey Dahmer numbers on her? What is on the girl he in the Uber or her? Oh my god.
He fleeted in a white van to the JFK airport, where he then used one of her credit cards and flew out to LA. Her family described how he physically left her, and I literally cannot even describe that on YouTube, but just know it is gruesome. Police found him in a North Hollywood hotel,
Tinder
and
criminals.
When they entered his room,
how you doing, bro?
Another girl held hostage in that hotel room. He was sentenced to 25 years to life with
lock that fucking moon cricket thug, spear chucking, arrow shooting a raccoon up. Yeah.
With no bail.
My fault. I had to lock into the.
Being on Tinder is
this dangerous. A new fit?
Being on the internet alone is dangerous.
Is this another fucking ad? Oh my god.
Bailey Boswell.
What the fuck? Yo, bro, my man, you gotta get it back, but god damn.
All my sources will be linked down below. On November 15th, 2017, Sydney
Loof
worked for a Tinder date in Upper Nebraska. The day after, Sydney was reported missing after failing to appear at her job. Sydney Irene Loof was born on August 21st, 1993 in Brooklyn.
Look at little Dior right here.
She loved playing basketball and golf while in school, but developed scoliosis as a teenager, causing her to step away from sports.
Oh my god, Hannah!
After graduating from high school in 2011, she worked at her local art store. Her mother explained that Sydney suffered from anxiety and major depression. A few days before her disappearance, Sydney discussed her worsening mental health with her family, who scheduled and drove her to a doctor's appointment where she was given antidepressants. Sadly, that was the last time they saw her. Sydney agreed to go on a date with a person she met on Tinder, and that person's name was Audrey. But Audrey was just a fake alias used by a woman named Bailey Boswell. Sydney made sure to ask
Desmond, what are the odds our school is named after this fucking thug?
Boswell twice.
Is that not crazy? Like, the same exact name?
Show up on the date, and Boswell lied and said, yeah, we'll be the only 2 people there. The date was held in a basement that Boswell and her husband were renting for about 6 months. Yes, they were renting a basement. The day after, Sydney went on another date with Boswell, and before heading to the date, she posted a Snapchat image caption, ready for my date. On November
a year or
16th,
two?
which is the day after that, Sydney didn't show up to work. Her mother, Susie, texted her
How would you know,
unaware that she
Devin?
was on this date, but Sydney didn't respond. Susie then reported her missing, and the police ended up checking out her apartment to no avail. Meanwhile, the owner of the duplex that Boswell and Trail were renting out had complained about a horrible bleach odor, and it was all coming from that basement.
Ain't that the same shit Jeffrey Dahmer did, bro? It was like, did y'all watch the series on Netflix of Jeffrey Dahmer, and then how it's like they smell like the bodies or whatever like come through the vents and shit? The person? Is it really? Oh shit. Y'all talking about?
The smell was so strong that a owner of the landlord's family was throwing up and developing hives.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. Jeffrey Dahmer was a sick motherfucker. That nigga would drill a hole in the nigga head and then like fuck it. If that's not sickening, I don't know what is, bruh.
It was also strange for them to have the air conditioner going while it's the middle of November. Sydney told several friends about her Tinder date, and one of them was Brooklyn McChrystal. After Sydney's disappearance, Brooklyn McChrystal set out on a mission to find out why she went missing. She remembered Sydney talking about a name.
Just like that shit, your phone location.
So she made a Tinder account and kept swiping left up until the point that she found a person named Audrey. She then swiped right on that person and was able to get Audrey's phone number, which she...
What if, like, that nigga just swiped no on her shit? Like, imagine she, like, did all this, and he just like, oh, fuck no. They swiped left, and then the whole plane just failed.
Then provided to the police. Within 2 days,
my fault. That's not funny.
Were able to pin down the Wilbur duplex as the last place where Lu's phone pinged. Police
get
a welfare check knocking on Boswell and Trail's apartment door, but no one answered. Using the landlord's key, the police entered the apartment, but the only thing that caught their attention was the unavoidable smell of bleach. The next day, the police came back with a search warrant, but again, nothing was really out of the ordinary besides the smell. Search teams led by the FBI and local police
they didn't get the dogs out.
Eventually found Sydney's severed remains on December 4th and 5th. They found her dismembered body parts, sex toys, apparel, and other items were found wrapped.
How do niggas chop up niggas? Ain't that like, oh my god, that's
30-gallon black trash bags alongside a gravel road, approximately 1 hour west of Wilbur. Part of Sydney's upper arm hasn't been found till this day. Bailey Boswell and Aubrey Trail were charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and improper disposal of human skeletal remains. Boswell is spending life in prison, and Trail was sentenced to death in 2021.
Let's go.
This is the only thing I have ever done that I feel real regret about. In the past, I could justify myself, but not this time.
I'm back, Soda. What you doing?
Sydney did nothing but reject my lifestyle and threatened to expose it, and I killed her for it. I could care less what you do to me here today.
A fate that the judge said...
Hey, he a sick motherfucker, but he 10 times behind what he did. Am I justifying it? No, but I can't respect nigga. Nah, never mind. Let me shut the fuck up.
...is appropriate, considering Trail's disregard for human life.
Yeah.
Imposed by the panel.
That nigga crying? Oh, he not even crying?
Murder in the
never
first degree.
That thug off the streets.
Class 1 felony. The defendant is sentenced to death.
After receiving and reviewing the evidence.
So why did she die too? Like, weren't they in it together? Like, why wouldn't she die too? Do women not get like death penalties like as hard as men do?
Of the state and the defendant as to the sole aggravating circumstance as alleged by the state that the murder manifested exceptional depravity by ordinary standards of morality and intelligence, I could not find beyond a reasonable doubt that the state of Nebraska met its burden of proof as to this aggravating circumstance.
Jay, I don't know that thug music.
Judges did not rule unanimously. Boswell was sentenced to life in prison. Boswell showed little reaction to the sentencing, but her attorney remarked that it was an outcome they had hoped for.
In July 2019,
bro, imagine being a lawyer and then like you're like, oh, my client turned to some that bad, and then he turned to be a serial killer. What do you do? Like in that situation, what do you do, bro? You just be like, fuck. Or like you just give up on the case, because there's no way you defending a murderer, bro. There's just no way.
Women took the stand to
no way you going down with that.
Trail had desires to record victims as they torture and kill them before profiting thousands from the sales of these videos. I'm assuming they're talking about stuff that can be found on the dark web. If you'd like to educate yourself more about the dark web, the weird stuff that goes on over there, I also have a series, a whole playlist dedicated to me browsing the internet's strangest websites. Anyway, even though these murderers did get what was coming to them, I guess one of them got life in prison, the other one just got sentenced to death, that still won't bring Sydney back. Let's head on over to the next one. Thomas R. This is an extremely odd case that took place.
It's kind of glitched out right now. It's still like adjusting in the system.
Mika was a 21-year-old woman from Massachusetts attending college in the Netherlands. While
Yeah.
there, she met a man on Tinder by the name of Thomas R. They went on a couple dates, but the vibe completely changed when she told Thomas R that she was thinking about getting back together with her ex-boyfriend. This was too much for Thomas to handle, and he became extremely obsessive. He stalked her by harassing her through WhatsApp, driving up and down her street, and even placed a GPS tracker on her bike so he always knows where she's at. On March 6th at 3:36 in the morning,
Damn.
called that there was a house fire going on. Thomas actually threw an incendiary device into the window of her apartment,
Molotov.
forcing the residents to evacuate. He then walked inside the building and stabbed Mika to death.
Oh my.
After that,
Oh my.
Thomas R. quickly headed to Germany in his car. While on the run, he contacted his parents and told them everything that just happened, and then his parents contacted the local police and they caught him at the German border. He was arrested at 5 in the morning on the same day. I was very confused as to why in every article I read this guy was referred to as Thomas R. Like, where's the last name? Is it just R? But honestly, I don't know. Every single article calls him Thomas R. Anyway, if there's one thing Mika's father wants students to know, it's this.
When we send our kids to college, we think that they're mature adults.
Mika's father, Michael, tells us his family...
He better than me. I would have crashed out. I would have dreamed my goddamn self. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga been strangled up on a fucking crucifix.
Has lost their life, saying his daughter had a
John Wick, I ain't gonna hold you.
While speaking at Sunday's vigil, Michael encouraged people to learn from his daughter's death, saying students need to speak up if something's off, alert a friend, take action, saying if his daughter had known the signs, this could have been different.
I think that if that were in place,
niggas are just so weird, bro. Like niggas are just weird. I don't know.
Tragedy.
Men are just weird, bro.
Mika's family held a memorial service in the Netherlands for
like that shit crazy as fuck.
Putting one together here. The investigation
I ain't gonna
into the
lie.
circumstances of her death.
Lawrence.
That's when women be like, oh, I'm scared, yada yada. I'd be like, man, I stand with you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared too.
On Saturday, December 11th, 2021, 23-year-old Lauren met up with a man she met on Bumble. That man being 37-year-old Michael LaFountain. They hung out at her apartment.
Oh yeah, I can just tell that nigga bad news. I can just tell that nigga bad news. Look, any man with a picture like this, bro, that nigga already bald. He already hate his life, bro. At least he got a beard though. Yeah, that nigga, nah, that's bad news right there. That's asshole.com.
37-year-old Michael LaFountain.
I agree. I agree, Kaladi. As a man, you know what I'm saying?
Played games and watched a movie. You know, the normal things adults do on a date. LaFountain
Then the backshots of doom started happening.
recalls Lauren throwing up and feeling ill, then eventually them both falling asleep on her bed together. Then at 6 a.m., the police get a frantic call from Michael stating Lauren is unresponsive as he's giving her chest compressions. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The controversy begins with how the Bridgeport, Connecticut police handled everything. First off, they didn't notify the family when she was pronounced dead.
The whole day goes by, no police reach out to the family.
Dior.
Her close-knit family says they went to the apartment the next day after frantically calling and texting.
Yeah, I got just like this frog in my throat.
Detective Cronin.
They didn't even contact us. They didn't let us know anything. It's like crazy. And I'm asking what's going on. He said she met some guy on Bumble. And I'm asking him about the guy. He was like, oh, he sounds like a really nice guy. He sounds like a really good guy. And he was like, I'll call you back, and just hung up in my face.
Instead, the mother had to find out by going to the apartment and then reading a letter on the door that said, if you're looking for Lauren, call this number. That number was the landlord's number, and after dialing, he then came over and gave her the phone number of the lead detective, Kevin Cronin.
Oh,
the
shit.
controversy doesn't end there. Lauren's brother called, and upon calling the detective, was told that Lauren, quote, met a white guy on Bumble.
She like she'd be on Love Island. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I think it's just like the face structure. Like the way her face is.
Really nice guy. The family waited for Detective Cronin after calling several times, but then took matters into their own hands and found evidence of their own. In her apartment, they found bottles of alcohol, a blood-stained sheet, an overturned plate of food, a sedative pill, and a used condom.
Her bloodstained.
They provided evidence they'd collected to crime scene investigators who arrived for the first time that day. Included a bloody sheet.
You feel me?
Pill.
She look like one, right?
2 cups of like drinks or whatever next to a bottle. They didn't take none of that. We seen a condom. We seen lube, other stuff in there, and they didn't take none of this.
Due to the lack of professional help from the station, people online were demanding something about this. Was this due to Lauren being a black woman and the last person seeing her alive being a white man? We'll never know. What we do know is that this case was handled horribly. Because of the increased attention to Lauren's case on social media, the Connecticut Office of Chief Medical Examiner released her cause of death: acute intoxication due to the combined effects of fentanyl, promethazine, hydroxyzine, and alcohol. Her death was ruled an
Damn.
acute intoxication due to the combined effects of fentanyl, promethazine, hydroxyzine, and alcohol. Her death was ruled an
That
accident.
nigga was on a mission, bruh.
His attorney said he wasn't a person of interest anymore.
Anyone that genuinely cared and they were there, the last person there, and they know that nothing bad happened, you would at least even reach out to the family yourself. Like, listen, I know I'm sorry.
How the nigga who was with her when she died not a subject of
your daughter or your sister?
this scene?
Checking out the family's GoFundMe page, it seems like the last update was in February of this year, stating that the 2 lead detectives that were on this case were put on administrative leave and one was resigned. Which, by the way,
that's
the one that
fucked.
wasn't fired was quietly brought back a few months later. The case is still ongoing, and it seems that publicly, Michael LaFountain hasn't faced any type of repercussion.
No, that's fucked. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Justice for Lauren, bro. What the fuck?
Jesse Kempson.
That's
22-year-old
fucked.
Grace Mullane was reported missing in 2018.
That is definitely like
Originally from
Hannah.
Britain, she traveled
Just
to
more
Auckland,
like-
New Zealand on her own. Her father
I
quickly
don't know,
traveled to New
white.
Zealand after she didn't pick up her phone and tried his best to get people to find his missing daughter.
I would like to take this opportunity to appeal to anybody who has seen, spoken to, or come into contact with Grace over the last few days, and to come forward with any detail, no matter how small, and contact the investigation team. Once again, I thank you all for coming.
Investigators looked through cameras and found her hanging out with a man that she had met on Tinder. They hung out in Sky City, which is like a plaza where you can also get drinks. Then they headed to a Mexican cafe. They
This her right
drank
here?
some more. Then they headed to yet another bar, and Grace actually texted a friend from back in England and said that
See, this is why when women go out, you need to bring a friend with you, bro. I know niggas be like, oh, fuck that third wheeling, you know what I'm saying? But look, you gotta bring a friend. You gotta bring a friend. Have a strap. What idea? What's the idea?
she
Think about it, that
clicked
was sick,
really
I
well
know.
with this guy.
This
They
shit
then
bad.
headed to this man's hotel room. What
See, look, this is like,
happened that night? I think you guys can guess, but he sadly murdered Grace by strangulation. The police found out Jesse Kempson had strangled Mullane to death, crammed her into a suitcase, and then taken her body to a wooded area. When interviewed by authorities,
and a suit. How do niggas do that? Like, how do niggas get niggas in suitcases, bruh? The body ain't supposed to been like that. I don't know.
Kempson explained
That's
that
smart
she
shit.
just wanted to be choked, and they were both into that.
She said,
Her body to a wooded area. When interviewed by authorities, Kempson explained that she just wanted to be choked, and they were both
It just caught me off
she
guard.
started talking to me about 50 Shades of Grey, which is a sex fantasy
Yeah.
movie that's out. We
That nigga crying? Hey, give the nigga an Oscar, bruh.
started having sex.
Give that man an
It
Oscar.
was,
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Look, 50 Shades of Grey is a crazy ass movie though, look, bro. I ain't gonna. Let me find some room. Oh fuck! Hello. Fuck! I wish I could find my ticker thing, bro. Bro, that movie is is one freaky ass movie, bro. All right, Tay, your freaky ass on. Like that shit, bro. Sent a whole generation of just women down a hill, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
just normal. It was
That Wattpad shit too. Oh man.
very placid. And then she asked me if we could get into bondage.
But he went to sleep in the shower. Yeah, he went to sleep in the shower and woke up to her dead on the bed.
And then all I remember is falling asleep in the shower.
How do you fall asleep in the shower?
I need to go.
I'm telling y'all, look, it's not hard to cry in the spot, gang. I'm telling you.
Would you like some fresh air?
Yeah, please. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do.
Pathologist, the specialist doctor will perform.
50 Shades. It is,
They're very
bro.
skilled.
I'm telling. They be like, you see the audio and it's like, see, there go Mario again, bro. Hello, ass up, baby girl.
I never said I was a nice guy.
But
The next words are yes, sir, or have you forgotten?
yes, sir.
Good. Now ass up, baby girl.
Like, this is what 50 Shades of Grey did to our society, bro. This nigga said real. Oh man. Like, you know what's crazy? Somewhere deep in this audio, it's gonna be some freak ass white emo bitch role playing this shit out, bro. I'm finna start crying of laughter. Oh my god. Like, on some real ass shit. Somewhere in this audio is gonna be some girl who's dead ass. Oh my god. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, establishing people's course.
That's the effect it had on us, bro.
Do you understand that?
Oh.
Did you kill Grace Mullane? Okay. You're under arrest for the murder of Grace Mullane.
They say you're under arrest. If you had a chance to change your fate, would you? My asthma kicking in and shit. My fault, y'all.
You're under arrest for the murder of
My
Grace
fault.
Mullane
My asthma kicking in and
on
shit.
or about the 2nd of December. You understand?
Would you?
Okay.
Yep. Pretty believable story. Pretty believable story.
Makes me
Jesse
mad.
pleaded not
Really?
guilty and maintained his innocence throughout the entire trial, but the
Christian
judge
makes me
decided
like,
otherwise and
I
sentenced
don't
him to
know,
life
the
in
stare
prison. It
niggas.
was also revealed that he's other women that he met on the
What good, Kason?
app as well. Before I end this one off, I just want to say rest in peace to all the victims I've talked about, and if there are any GoFundMes for these victims, I will be linking all of them in the description below.
They be men. How come no men ever like go missing though? You think men enjoy that shit?